Hello. So, today I'm just gonna make a video on, top 5 worst outfits, or headgears, I should probably say. Most of them are headgears, but I have one outfit in there. So, this is my personal opinion, not, facts or stuff, just personal opinion. But for the first one, I have the -40 headgear for Frost. She just looks like she decided that she wasn't ready to go to battle and go to siege and be on the counterterrorism unit, and she just doesn't want people to see her face. She looks like she's super cold out there. That's why it's probably named -40. But yeah. So the second one, we have the one for Doc. It's called Furious. Now, this man's literally looks like he came straight out of a superhero movie. He looks like the villain, like the bad guy, He looks, it looks pretty stupid, I'm not gonna lie. Nothing goes well with this. I don't really like the theme. It looks really ugly in my personal opinion. You could barely see his eyes. He's looking down, and if you look at now that I really look at it, it looks like he's some medieval knight. But Siege and Ubisoft got to do what they got to do to get their DLC out there. Well, I don't even know if not even DLC, just the content out there. But hey, next one is the solar flare one for Jager. It doesn't look ugly, besides the fact that there's nothing really to match the headgear with the uniform, besides that redder one, which is that new one that just came out, the lifeguard thing. But besides that, it doesn't really go well with anything. You could see your head really easy, but it looks kind of cool. But it's just saying headshot me, I'm right here. People see that immediately. The next one is the splitter muster for Bandit, and Jager has this one too, but it mostly for Bandit because he looks like he can't breathe in that mask, if I'm gonna be honest. If you literally just look at his nose and look at his mouth, it looks like he's having the hardest time breathing. It looks like he's constipated, honestly. But I personally run this one because I really feel like it makes your head your hitbox smaller, your head hitbox smaller. But it still looks really, really ugly. And then the next one, which is actually the last one, which is probably the worst out of all of them. I can't even describe it. The worst. Alright, drum roll. Alright, it's the Bope utility rig. When you look at these uniforms, I just immediately think Paul Blart Mall Cop. I just think of mall cops off the rip. If I'm be real, these the Bope unit with these uniforms on look like the Brazil version of Paul Blart. If they gave them segways, it would be official. These guys are mall cops. But instead of giving them segways, they gave them both 3 speeds, I guess, instead of the segways. But hey, mall cops got to do what mall cops got to do. So if you run the Bope utility rig one, I'm just gonna tell you, you look like a mall cop straight out of Paul Blart. And yeah, that's really it. Those are my personal opinion on the top 5 worst uniforms.